Distinguished judge, I stand with a great enthusiasm and passion as I present my entry for the GIS Pro Digital Competition. It's an honor to have the opportunity to share my work and insight in the field of GIS. Thank you. Let's start the presentation. Integrating GIS for empowering multidisciplinary teams. A case study on weather-induced migration. This project presents a case study that explores the integration of a geographic information system into socioeconomic research, specifically focused on the impact of weather-induced migration on urban labor and the housing market in Brazil. The study was led by Matias Busso, an economic researcher from Inter-American Development Bank. Problem. With the growing concern of climate change, the severity and the frequency of weather-related shocks are expected to increase. Events such hurricane and wildfire have the potential to disrupt the livelihood of rural households, leading them to migrate to other regions. To better understand the dynamic of weather-induced migration, this study incorporates various variables related to weather patterns, labor market indicators, and the house market indicators. The objective is to analyze the correlation between these variables and immigration patterns. We have different variables in different formats, special formats like vector and the raster, and the non-special format. And it's a problem that some variables are not tied to a geographic location, providing geospatial context. In this study, we incorporated minimum comparable areas as geographic unit for spatial analysis, ensuring comparability across different regions. The MCS were defined based on the administrative boundaries in Brazil. To identify urban centers in Brazil, we utilized the Global Human Settlement Urban Center Dataset, a comprehensive global dataset covering urban centers worldwide. To estimate and analyze population distribution at a fine-grained spatial scale, we employ the GHSL population grid, a spatial raster dataset providing population estimates for each grid cell worldwide. The left side, we have the example of the MCA. In the right side, we have the example of urban centers and the population size. Analyzing patterns and relationship with GIS. GIS techniques are essential for effectively analyze patterns and the relationship influenced by the physical location or proximity of different areas. GIS allowed us to associate the incorporated variables with a specific geographic location, transforming them into a spatial variable. In this specific project, the process involved assigning each MCA to just one urban center, while each urban center may be assigned to multiple MCS, and the steps were transforming coordinate reference system to ensure consistent. All the data used in the study were transformed to the same coordinator system. In this case, we used the Circa 2000, that is the coordinate reference system in South America. Sampling raster data. To obtain relevant information about the urban center characteristics such population, we extracted the pixel value represent GHSL population parameter at Brazil Urban Center. This process was carried out using the QGIS processing algorithm, zonal statistic. Performing spatial joins. The final step involved the transferring attributes from city layers to MCS based on their spatial relationship. This was accomplished using the join attribute by field process algorithm in QGIS, and the same process was implemented to all other variables that were not tied to geographic location. Conclusion: by integrating GIS technology, bosses in the Chalvin were able to effectively associate all variables with their respective geographic location. As a result, valuable insights were gained into the impact of weather-induced migration on urban labor and the housing market in Brazil. Thank you, and I'm done with the presentation.